Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of FoolsTown here in City Skylines. Oh, look at that, so cinematic, baby. Seniac, you're amazing. Guys, welcome back to another episode right now, where we recently have been building on this brand new downtown area, which is looking absolutely crazy. We had a lot of stress, a lot of issues, but I've now since kind of slightly solved some of the bigger problems. I've kind of created a newer kind of junction right now, which aids the flow of traffic here. I've built a second junction all the way over here right now, and a beautiful little trumpet, which aids more traffic flow, which alleviates the big trumpet S that I created. I don't know why I created this. I've just felt a little bit jazzy, so I did it. And I've since added a few little things, little bits and bobs to kind of aid the city. Now, the reason I'm in this camera cinematic mode is because if I come out of it, we actually see the real issues of what the city's dealing with right now. And okay, it's not that bad. I think it's really bad over there. Oh dear God. But it's not too bad. One of the main concerns right now is the fact that they're waiting for hearses. And a few people are waiting for ambulances, but I think it's mainly hearses right now. We got a little bit of traffic down here because there is a big crash. So, you know, clean up on aisle 3 and all that jazz. But we're going to make some big strides, some big advancements, and hopefully we're going to make this slowly look like it's actually integrated within the main major part of the city. Now, if you are enjoying this series so far, make sure you smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new around here so you get notified when more episodes do come out. But we built the big boy train line in the last episode, and it went to plan, kind of a little bit. I had to do a few little tweaks here and there, but most importantly and most likely, I don't know what I'm saying right now, it did kind of go to plan. Now, we utilized this train station here as also being the one that goes inside and outside of the region, and that passenger train is actually here. This is the train right now that is currently waiting to exit the region. So as it skedoodles out, it's got 29 people now leaving the region. Goodbye. Goodbye. There's actually quite a few passengers waiting here as well. There's actually 628 passengers. That's actually quite a lot, isn't it? I wonder who they're all for. There's 178 on this right now. This is one of our actual train lines that goes around the loop. So it's nice to see that the trains are being used. And when it comes to trains, now time has passed by. We've got a grand total of 30,000 people using our trains. Now, the most used mode of transport is currently trams at 56,000 people a month. A lot. It's a lot. But we're now slowly integrating all the networks into one. So we're starting to see the benefits of utilizing public transport. Now, what I've done since last episode is not only added and rejigged that junction there, I've added a new one over here as well to just aid some more access. I still need one over there, but I'll wait until I build this area to get it all up and running. And this kind of 2-lane highway road that skedoodles down, what I did was I'm going to eventually have this pass over, which it does right now, and it will link up to the loop that gets created there. And what I did is I just created a simple little slip lane coming off here so they can access it, just so it kind of alleviates more traffic coming in, but it kind of does cause issues. Now, I know I complained lots and lots before, but I still can't figure out whether using slip roads or just kind of lane math is the way to go forward. I feel like this game just has big problems with lane management, and there's not a lot we can do until the mods come out. I've also implemented a bunch of car parks as well, where there's not too many vehicles using them, but as you get into an area that starts to get populated, there's just so many vehicles using them. There is so many vehicles in populated areas, and it does look busy. Now, other problems I'm kind of experiencing as well is education. Now, it's not so much this one, because I've literally not long placed this school down, but for the life of me, I can't seem to get enough elementary schools down. Right, these are all okay. That's busy, that's busy, that's busy, that's busy. I've just had to add in some more. Oh, it's a big stress, but we're getting there. We are slowly but surely, we are getting there, boys. So what are we going to do today then, boys? What are we going to do today? So I want to unlock the 2 new levels of education. I want to get the technical university and I want to get the medical university, only because the medical university really increases our kind of healthcare within the city, and the technical university increases the offices and the industry. So basically all of our industry gets a nice little boost as well. Now I'm going to have to unlock both of those because I kind of need to see the size of the buildings before I can get them. So it's going to cost me 4 development points in total. We'll just grab those, and we've got to find and situate a nice place for them. So we'll start with these then. We've got the technical, which is a decent sized building, and then the medical, which is again decent size, but it's a little bit longer. Righty. So I reckon we could maybe squeeze one of them here, right? Would that fit in if it went sideways? Okay, no, it's a little bit too long to squeeze in there. Okay, that's a little bit crazy. All right, let me just. I think the best option is around these areas. But we have to be quite mindful about where we're running the roads. So this is where we slowly come away from our grid format. Well, I say our grid format. The design pattern that we've currently got on here. That's where we slowly come away from it. And if I just bring this out slightly there and this one slightly out just to kind of match it. And then we'll figure out where's best for us. So the bigger of the two, which is this one, that could actually fit centered in here. And if I kind of back it up slightly to the highway, and it just kind of ends where the highway meets, meaning I'm going to need to get a little bit of a road tearing through behind it. So if I give us a space behind that school there for zoning, like that, and I don't know whether to kind of lead in maybe a 4-lane road off the roundabout here as another little entry point. So we're coming off an 8 into a 4. And then squeezing that big boy directly in the middle, which that is perfectly centered. Wow. And we've unlocked the oil refinery too. That's a pretty good one. So grab you. And then we just got to do some sweet little terraining right now. Some terraforming just to sort all this out. So if I delete these edges, because the road's going to change as we add it all in. And if I now pump this all out and just kind of go around the edges. I'll flatten it, but then I'll smoothen it all the way up to where it's all going to meet. Try and make it look, I wouldn't say as natural as possible, but as close as we can ultimately get it. So if I just do this top side here, now obviously it's going to overhang in certain areas, and then others it's just going to fall down quite nicely. So there we go. And then we do the same over here, pushing this down. So what we get in there is getting this nice little cliff edge at the back, which I might bulk it out a little bit more, where the highway is slightly above it. It's going to be a nice little viewing feature as you're driving down this highway section. And then we'll smoothen it out. I don't want to smoothen too much. I just want enough to where it creates like a ledge that people can view as they're driving through. That rhymed. That actually rhymed. Right, there we go. So a nice little ledge. And it kind of feels like then you like as you're driving along, you're overhanging, looking at the city. That's a view right there, isn't it? This is where a lot of people would stand and take photos as the sun sets in the middle. They do that in New York City, don't they? There's like a road in New York City where if you stand at a certain time of year or day, you can get the sun setting like perfectly centered down one of the big boulevard roads. So that's just one building right now. That is our technical university, which gives us a 10% boost both for industry and office citywide. And we're already starting to get students coming in here right now. Now, I probably will build more public transport. I feel like building a second metro subway system through this part of the city. But let's just see where this next building could squeeze in. So I could get it in. Do you know what? I feel like we could get it in maybe down. Oh, no, we can't get it in down here. It's way too long on that one side. But this side, it could definitely do it. So this is the thing right now. Do I come off with the 4-lane road to continue the fashion and end it there and then build this puppy right on it? Ooh, we've unlocked farmer. Do you know what? I didn't actually try to see whether you could add more to these buildings. You can. So I could add to it, which gives an extra 500 student capacity. I don't kind of need that just yet, or a workshop upgrade, which gives us the ability to increase the graduation chances, which will do that. So I'll wait for the building until we've got something, you know, worthy to kind of go in there. Now, this is going to be slightly a bit of a pain because we've got to merge it in. And it is getting awfully close to the highway. Now, there's nothing saying that I still have to keep this grid format in here if I wanted to slightly push it down. For example, I could delete this and delete to there, delete that, delete all of this, and then kind of now slightly come off the grid format just to start creating, you know, the flow away from this area. So it could be a case of whether I put this maybe further down, or whether I... Oh, right, it's the wrong button, isn't it? Whether I actually delete all this here and come off with a 4-lane road. Because the 4-lane road can be centered, which is quite handy. So I bring you down there to... Because I can... Is there additional buildings you add to it? There is. Only 2, though. Only 2 additionals. So I could flip this and place it over on this side. Or at least make it more centered. No, I don't want it too centered. Because that will take away from what we're doing here. But if I place this, like, let's say... I'm going to say about... If I went there... Because I'm really now just trying to end the uniformness of the area. We could get this 4-lane road here to push all the way through to kind of meet up. There we go. This one's going all the way around, which we can kind of then bring this to an end as well. I know this is quite bulky in 4-lane roads, but it gives us the capacity in this. Almost feels like a campus area then, doesn't it? It almost feels like a campus area. But then again, now I feel like I want to slightly push this a little bit more forward. Oh, boys. What's he doing? What's he doing right now? So if I come off directly off the back of the school instead. Right, delete this all the way down. And then push this forward a bit. I'll go there. Gives us a little bit more space to now smoothen that hill, doesn't it? It's too beautiful, this. It's too beautiful. So a little bit more space to smoothen the hill. And now this feels like a campus area. It does, doesn't it? So I feel like we might move this school. There's a lot of people actually going to this school, by the way. And while I could keep it there, I could also throw in a second elementary school. And then add on to it to an extension on the building. And then once you get all the trees in, it will feel quite nice. But then how busy is this area going to be? Would it require a roundabout? Does it even require this road? Because if it doesn't require that road, I could move this... Oh, good God, boys. Right, someone stop me right now. Someone actually stop me. Right, I'm putting you here, and I'm putting you here. And now I'm deleting this road to move you down. Right. There. There. We'll go there. Which means I can now smooth this hill even more further out. This is hilarious, isn't it? This is absolutely hilarious. Right, if I just bulk to there... Because then I can initially bring this now further down and out. So smoothing you down here. Bulking it all out. Smooth, 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 smooth. Smooth, 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 smooth. And there you go. You won't even know what's going down anymore. So we got a little bit of... gap here where I'm going to plant some trees and stuff down. So I've created like almost like a little bit of a campus area. I know we've got a university. Is it a university over here? Where's our other university? So in terms of education, we've got one over there. How busy is that? Okay, it's on the cusp of being super busy. I can maybe throw a second university in. Actually, I do have 2 universities, but I don't know where I've put my other one. I don't remember where I placed it. Is this not it? That's a high school, isn't it? University here. It has a capacity of 2,500. But apparently I've got a capacity of 5,500. Oh, these are classed as universities, aren't they? That's what it is. That's what it is. So if I wanted to drop this in, this is also a very, very, very large building. So it might be a case of I'm going to have to do some more deletings and configurations to be able to get a actual university now in. So if I now move this for the 10th gazillionth time, let's say here, right? If I deleted that road there and actually brought this road now coming down the 4-laner. So this is going to be quite an important area because how I design this is also going to determine where my next public transport line is going to run. Down to there. So I can delete all of this road now. It's a shame that I can't get that road to cut down like that. That's a real shame. That really is a real shame right there. But then again, I could also turn that on its side. So university. So if I could get that on its side there. But then again, it's not really going to matter. It's a shame I can't turn that on its side. Right, delete you. Which are now... Right. Boys. Let me try something else. You here. There we go. There we go. So that is a 6-lane road. That is a 6-lane road, which I'll continue because it might be going underneath here and continuing on to that side. So that fits in there beautifully. So I'll now reposition this and center it. And by centering it, I'm going to move it over by 2. There's a 2 gap either side. That's now in. So then we have this large puppy here, which I can pretty much put that wherever. So my options are to put it in either here or further at the back or around here. It depends on where I drop the university now. So if I put the university in, let's say I put the university in here, like it's centered there. Like that. There's space here to drag a 4-lane road out. But of course, I also have to extend the size of the building. So that there gives us a university library. This is the extension wing for a large more capacity. The university park, which I put at the back. And then we'll do... Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? That really is annoying. Right, let's move this, because also that's got to fit in somewhere as well. Oh, that might not be able to fit in where I want it to. So that might have to go there. And then this has to go here. So it's a good job I actually moved it then. I put that right in the corner. And then library. You can drop down multiple libraries. Extension. And then the center thing at the back. So if I put that on a dead center there, then I have that road there to access this bit, but I might just, again, reposition it ever so slightly again. Give us a 1 gap space. That did not give us a 1 gap space. There we go, to throw some trees down there as well. And then I can access this area to do whatever I want to do with it. No, I'm not going to put that there. I was going to put that there then for a second. So I've got some schools in here, but I want to reposition how these schools now sit. So that there is... Right, let me just reposition this so I can see where the middle bits are going to be. So that... It's going to be... It's either or. It's one side or the other. Is what I'm going to have to pick right now. So if I pick... this side here and then just go in, I can then move this to 1 there, 1 there. Okay, So we have this like little campus area right now, don't we? It's like pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So that should give us a lot more student capacity, but also at the same time, higher degrees of education. So the technical university's got 200 students. The medical has 25. Oh, hang on, additional buildings. So increase the capacity, which is an extension on the building. We've got the practice clinic, which is an extra student capacity as well. That's a separate building altogether. So I put it just there. And then we have the research facilities. Again, another separate building, which we get just behind. Right, this then had the ability to add an extension wing on, which I'll do it as well. I might as well just throw it all on right now just to get it all done and dusted, so I know what space is then remaining for me. Right, that's exciting. That's going to give us a lot of levels of education. Now, it seems like it's more complainy over here than over here. That's how it feels, doesn't it? Right, they're all complaining about the high rent. Did I increase the rents in the end? Taxation. No. I must have brought them back down. So why are you complaining about the high rent? Oh, what's the... Maybe the unemployment's super high. It's 9%. I mean, I do need to build like an industrial area down here somewhere. And I've got no demand left for offices. But I do have quite a decent commercial demand. Now, commercial demand will be pretty good within this area because there's going to be a lot of students within this vicinity. So I'll fill this up with low density commercial. So we get a lot of stores around the schools and it'll kind of like, you know, give these guys a lot of places to shop. Some high density just here. And we'll go here as well on the inner side. And see how we get on with that. Now, obviously, we do need a lot more residential. But we'll hold tight for that. Because they're still filling up a lot of the demands of the... Well, a lot of the zoning that we did get in previously, they've still got to fill all that up yet. So any demand that does creep in, it's going to go to that first. So we do need to build more industry, which is something that we might get kind of set up towards next episode. There's some car crashes over here. There's some car crashes over there right now, which is going to cause a little bit of backlog in traffic. But other than that, pretty decent. Pretty decent. Now, let me get some trees down. So, vegetation. Multiple trees. And, again, I really wish we could select multiple variations of trees. But I want to kind of plant a load down right now and kind of start making a little bit of a head start on the vegetation of this area. So let's up the brush strength, up the brush size slightly. All right, run this down. So you won't really feel the benefits. And I'm going to cover this area too, because I don't know really what I'm going to do with it. You won't really feel the benefits until we've grown this area. So I'm going to push this all up. So it'll take a couple of cycles going over. And then once the area grows, you'll see the diverse nature of all the trees. I like it. I actually really like the trees in this game. I don't so much like that you have to wait for them to grow, because I rather have like the instant gratification from it. But all the little blue dots is the ones that are being placed down. And I wish we could also select multiple trees. So we'll go over these last bit of trees as well. So we got a big mixture. I like a big mixture because I like the diversity. So we just got to wait for all these to grow and be a lot bigger. And then you'll get this vibe over here. Like all these trees dotted around. Looks really nice, doesn't it? Nice and green. I do like it. I do like it. Right, a lot of these buildings are now getting damaged by the weather. I don't know how you even solve that. Lots more traffic accidents. Damn, everybody loves to crash in this game, don't they? Everybody loves to crash. So, is there space then for me to implement more public transport? Now, what I mean by that is, I kind of want to be able... I know we've got little crissy crosses with train lines and subway line, metro lines. I feel like I want to extend the metro line. I call it metro because that's what it was in the last game, but it's subway in this game. And the only problem with that is we already have it running in certain areas. But like in the downtown section, I got a strip running up there for subway, trams. Now, would trams be a big problem in the downtown area? Out of curiosity, right, I've got 8-lane roads. It would then give us 6-lane roads with the trams. Ooh, and I'm just gonna go around this big square here. Ooh, Sediak, you damn fool. This could be interesting. Right, let's run this all the way up. Right, I was not expecting to do trams. In my head, I was dead set on subways. And trams didn't even enter my brain. Right, run this all the way down. Now, public transport-wise, the metro, the subway's there. Trams going round. There's not really anything going through the centre. So... oh, this is it. This is the one, isn't it? This is the one. Do I create something that allows me to potentially utilize all of the middle, even the middle strip? Now, if I did that as well, it is getting rid of some of my lanes, but, you know, it's quite a lot of lanes when you think about it. It's quite a lot of lanes. Now, it makes them go up and down, not left to right. We don't really have anything going left to right. But how many trams is too many trams? How many tram lines is too many tram lines? You know what I mean? Because it is taking lanes away. So in my head, I've got a loop there, a big outer loop, if you want to kind of think about it like that. But if you want to get from here to over here, you've got to go all the way around. So what if I did a smaller loop in the middle? So, yes, everything's all crisscross then, isn't it? Everything will be all crisscross. So, smaller loop in the middle. So, you know, more than 2 trams, worst case scenario. But what about down here? It would be good because a lot of people got to travel down here for schooling and stuff like that. So... I might just kind of go down to here, there, and then up to there. As a little bit of a loop back. Now, obviously, we're going to need a tram depot. And with the sheer amount of trams I'm probably going to need in this area, I'm probably going to need quite a few tram depots. Now, how many does the one tram depot hold? We have the original tram depot over here, 15. Okay, I can't see us having 15 trams going through the city here. If so, then might be an issue. But where would be best? I mean, best place to put it would be somewhere like around here. Yeah. Yeah, over here would probably be a good idea. I'm just wondering if there's space for me to implement... no, I'd say like one backing on one another, but I don't think so. Right, I'll bring this road a little bit further down. I know I've got to upgrade that road, but if I put one tram depot there, and if I staggered this one to go here, so I can have a total of 30 fully upgraded on both of these. There's a total of potential to have 30. Now, I'm not going to have 30, but the capacity's there if I need it. If I need 30, then holy moly. I can only imagine the traffic. Right, they're all then connected, so I just pretty much got to build my own routes. So we got to build a tram stop then, a bunch of tram stops. And we'll kind of build first the outer loop. We'll build the outer loop first. So if I So, oh, okay, so if I put one there, does that work for both sides? I'm assuming it does. So if I do one there, which meets them two, we got to do one on this strip. And then do one on this strip. And then here. There we go. We'll do one here. There. 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 And then that's our little loop. We'll come back to that in just a moment. We'll come back to that. So we'll need one here. And then we'll need one here. So that's our complete and utter outer loop right there, which is kind of huge in many ways. Now, we need to do it like a center line as well. So we would then go bam, 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 which I can only see that the amount of traffic I'm going to be causing doing all of this. Right, that center line is now in, but then we need to kind of go down. Now, I was going to do... Oh, I don't know how many to do going down. I don't want to do on every corner, every road. Although that would make a great connection. I feel like that's completely and utterly overkill. No, I didn't electrify that one. Okay, we've got it. We've got it. We're all good. We're all good. So if I go bam, 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 bam. Right, I've got to remember in my head what I'm doing, by the way. Bam, bam. And then when it comes to down this area, then we'll go bam, bam. We'll go bam, bam. And I'll go for this one here. Bam, bam. Right, I think that's all the stops I need, but the painstaking task right now is trying to get all the lines in correctly. So we'll start with the outer lines then. So we'll go on this side here. Moving down. Bam. Well, bam. Spinsies. Well, bam. And we'll use that one there for the line that comes down the middle. That's what we'll use the campus loop, as I'm calling it. So now we're on the left side going up. So keep it going. Right, once I get this in, I'm going to pause it until I've got all the lines in. Because I need to dictate the amount of trams I have on them. Because it might be a little bit overkill to what I do select. Or what they select by default. Right, that's quite a long route, isn't it? That's one in. Now I've got to go back the opposite way. Holy moly, boys. Holy moly. There. 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 Right, I'll get these two in first. I was going to pause it, but, you know, I don't really care now at this point. It's not going to break the bank. It ain't going to be too stressful. Making sure that we're on the opposite side, obviously. And then that should be the last one before we then connect back up. Right, so our two brand new tram routes then, which is 5 and 6, they want to put 4 vehicles on. I want to bring that down to 3. Oh, what have I done? I want to bring it down to 3 on each one. And see how we get on with that. So that's 3 on the outer loop. Are the trams already out and about right now? Yes. Well, they're just coming out now, I should say. They're just coming out. So now we'll... Oh, no. I won't do 3. I'll do 2. Right. Solely because I'm going to have the one's going that way. There's going to be another loop going up this as well, but going down the center. Yeah. So I'm gonna put them all as minimal as I can. I'll make them all as minimal as I can. And then I can always add more to it if needs be. Right. Okay, so starting here, create a new route. We're going up this way to this stop, to this stop, to here, and it gets to here. But rather than going across, we now do a turn to go in. Now we're on the right side, going down, all the way down. Keep going, because now we're in the university campus loop after this stop here. Which we got a tram stop there. A tram stop there. Oh. What happened? Oh no, I'm going backwards. Can I scrap that? Whoopsie. Whoopsie, I made an upsie. Right, let's try that again. Let's try that again. Oh, I'm such a fool. I'm such a fool, aren't I? There we go. Oh. There we go. Bam. And then we're coming down here. So straight down the center. Stop in there. To there. Straight across. Complete that loop. So then we'll do this one. Now this one goes a different way. This one goes round the loop to my right now. Is what it does. So all the way up. To there. So where this one turns, this one goes this way. So it comes up and it's on the left hand side. Right, just making sure I get it right because I don't want to mess up again. Is it on the left hand side? Yes, up this way and then going down. Yes, yeah. Right, we've stopped there. We then stop here. To there. I already seen a bunch of people getting off that platform then. Did you see it? Getting off that tram. Stop there, which we then turn in. Ooh. Oh no, the loop's different, isn't it? Because otherwise you would have went down this way, back round. But I've got to go around that loop again. So this one would go here then. But then do the turn that way. Ah. Slightly a little bit different. But still the same outcome. Oh, didn't click. There we go. So jumping on those two brand new ones then. So 7 and 8. Reducing them down to 2. And then 8. Reduce it down to 3. Wow. So that one's got to be 3 then, because it has that little bit extra loop around. Right, again, not going to complain. Not going to complain. So that there has now completed the outer loops and the inner loop. I've now got to do the one going the opposite way, the opposite direction. So we've got north, south. No, we got north, south. Now we've got to go east, west, if that makes sense. So it's only 2 more lines, and these will be small lines. So there to here, which then turns to go down to here, which we drop it in just there, to there, which will then turn down this way, stop there, a stop there. Now you might be thinking this is completely overkill and we've got way too many trams, but with the way that this part of the city is going to turn out eventually, there's going to be so many people living in this vicinity. So we're going to need as much transportation ability as we can, as much transportation capacity as we can. Right, that's all in. We turn this way, There we go. Skadoodling through. Up to here. Make a left. Now, some stops are going to have multiple routes, more than some of the other routes. But it gives us the connectivity, the ability to go from wherever you want, on whatever mode of public transport that you want. But we seem to be favouring trams in this city. So 9 and 10. 2 on that one. And then number 10. 2 on that one. So there we go. There we go, boys. So as of right now, this has got 2 vehicles out and about, and this one's got 13. So we could have done it with one station, one depot, but there's always room for expansions no matter what. So this whole area right now is going to have trams steaming on down. And I don't know how many loops this has done. It's got nobody on board just yet, but I did see one of them have a lot of people get on and off. Oh, anybody getting off these? Whoa! Look at the amount of people getting off right there. This is so good. This is so good. So we've just made this whole area interconnected. Now, all of a sudden, right, this is what I noticed in this game as well. Public transport really does work in this game because all of a sudden you'll see a lot more people using the other modes of public transport. So even though I've just added in a massive tram loop, you'll see more people using the subway and the actual trains because now people are connected a lot easier. So people who couldn't quite get to the train station or the subway stations can now hop on a train, go to the subway station, and which will then take them to the train station. And after you see what I mean by that? So it all complements one another. That's what I really like about this game. Public transport actually works. We've got a lot of death care needs right now, so we are going to have to kind of build some more crematoriums or cemeteries, one or the other. And we've got a cemetery over here. Now, are these busy? Yes. This one's not busy. What's going on? There's nothing happening to this building. That's processing the bodies. I think maybe because the vehicles haven't come back yet, but we need more death care. There's no doubt about it. We have a lot of handling capacity, but for some reason, it just doesn't want to sort itself out. Now, crematoriums, you've got to strategically place them as well. We kind of need something down on this side. So, where would be the best place for it? I know we got a lot of space over here to do something with this area. So maybe we build some like death care services around here. Can I bring this? We can bring this down. And I'm going to connect it directly in. Just create a little bit of a loop going around there. And then we'll kind of just come off this slightly. Not too far up, but could I squeeze in like some death care here? Yes. So we're going to give it an additional incinerator to upgrade the capacity. Let's just move it down a little bit as well. There we go. And extra storage facilities for it too. That should get a bunch more vehicles now out and about, collecting the bodies. Oof. Right. Okay. So we should see then, look at the tram numbers now, 62,000. We should see, we should see all numbers in general increase, but we should see the tram numbers now absolutely go through the roof. And I'm hoping it's not like when we first initially implemented them, it caused traffic issues. I'm hoping the roads are wide enough around here that it is okay. Now, obviously, to get from over here to the other side, we have the subway line that takes them over there, and we have an underground line going this way. We also have the trains, passenger trains as well, skedoodling around. So I'm hoping that they're going to be slightly busy too. Now, where are they here? Actually, that's a good point. Where is... There's a stop just here, which you can tell because there's a lot of taxis getting parked up over there or gone this way. So it shows you that they were, trying to taxi themselves over there. But with the aid right now of the... I like how it does the stands in the middle of the big roads. So we should see a lot more going on. That's just murdered everybody. Oh, good God. And it's opposite the train station. So, wow, we have literally subway, train station, and trams all within this one vicinity. See, it's slowly coming together, boys. It is slowly coming together. And hopefully it can keep pumping out as many hearses as possible, too. Right. Very good, very good, very good. We do need to build more industrial areas. The death care is really bad right now, isn't it? Right, I know I've got another crematorium over here. Do you reckon we need more cemeteries? Crematorium. I might throw another one in over here as well. Oh, we've got one right there. How busy is that one? Not that busy. There's nothing really going on. Is it just waiting for the vehicles to get back, is it? Maybe that's what's happening there. Is there some traffic over here? Oh. This, you know what? This is something that I haven't really adjusted since I built it. So let's kind of bulk up the multiple lanes. So at least we can get 2 vehicles. Okay, that's probably a bad idea to do that. Enter and exit in a little bit more. Right, what's going on over there? Weather damage. Oh my goodness me. There's not a tornado on the go, is there? I'd like to know how you sort out the weather damage stuff. Right, we have a huge backlog right now in vehicles. I think the road needs to slightly be bulked up in this area. We've got a 4-lane road. I'm not saying a 6-lane road is the way to go forward with it. But just having 4-lane roads just there. Just for now. Oh, there is a traffic accident. That's what's also holding them up as well. Maybe that's what was holding them up from the get-go anyway. Oh, who knows? Who knows? Right, I'm going to drop another kind of crematorium just here. And then get some vehicles down. Can't quite squeeze any just there, so I'll place it like that just for now. And that should give us more vehicle capacity to go and collect everybody. So we are experiencing a slight little issue, but we should be able to get through it. I can't believe how many trams I've now got out and about. I honestly can't believe how many trams I've got out and about. Yikes, that's going to be crazy. Also, we're starting to see, you know, the numbers of cargo increasing. But that would be because we're bringing more people in. We're nearly at 150,000, boys. Where did that number come from right now? So, we've got to plan out an industrial area. And obviously, it's all based on the wind. If you select industry, you can kind of see where the wind's blowing. Now, I did say previously that I want to build an airport over here. So, maybe we can implement, wherever we put the airport, we can also implement where the wind's going to blow. For the industry. So say I put it up here, I can put the industry over there, which means the wind's blowing over this way and out of the way of all of our residential stuff. So yeah, we do need a little bit more. I might just zone this little bit over here, get a little bit more in just there. There is more space around here for us to implement more industry, but it's quite a dense area, you know what I mean? It is quite the dense area. So yeah, and we've got huge amounts of traffic accidents right now. So we've just got to try and solve all this. It's quite bad within this area. It really is. It's all leading up. It's all leading out. We've got crashes here. This backlog is unrelated to this backlog, which is unrelated to this backlog. All because we've got like 4 or 5 traffic incidents all within the same area causing backlogs. It's kind of funny, isn't it? It is kind of funny. But no stress anyway. We'll eventually get it sorted out. We've got weather damage here, there, and everywhere. But things are looking up. How is our education then before we go any further? So we've now got 10% highly educated. So we're getting there. We are slowly getting there. College seems to be the big issue. We don't really have... We've got a high school there. Where's my college then? We've got a capacity of a college at 3,000. I have a college just here, which holds 1,500. Do I have another college somewhere else? If I've got a college there, where's my other college? Ah, it's here, right? Yeah, 1,500. Yeah, we need a college over in this area. So, I think before we end this then, let's throw another college in. So that's a decent size. Which you can drop in there. And then, what buildings can we add to it? That perfectly goes at the back. An extension wing. And then we'll have people over here. This is really the education zone, isn't it? It really is the education zone. So that will bring people over. Again, good connectivity around this area too. Yeah. I'm pretty happy. And we'll see what it does as time goes on. Unemployment's going to be super high now, isn't it? 10%. So we'll look towards planning out where we're going to get our airport in the next episode. And we'll also look towards planning out where the industry can go near the airport too. Figure out how we're going to run trains to it for cargo imports and exports. And we're going to solve all of these traffic incidences as well. How can we avoid them? Because at the end of the day, we're getting one too many, which is causing us big problemos. But these roads need to be upgraded. There's no doubt about that, because at the moment, it's causing us mayhem. I don't know if 8-lane roads is probably the way to go forward. I don't know. But I'll throw that in there anyway, just to give them a couple of additional options. And hopefully get some movement on the go. We'll figure it all out anyway, boys. So, good news for this big downtown area then. Once you start getting some more demand coming in for the high-rise buildings and the offices, we'll keep squeezing them in. But we're going to have to spend the low-density demand first before we can get that. So, until next time, boys, I will see you all soon. So, goodbye.